Somebody recently asked me, said, Kelly, how do you fix this whole student loan problem? And I said, well, first of all, it's not broken. It's not a problem. It absolutely works perfectly by design. It just happens to work and benefit the designer. And I mentioned that in the previous email, and the designer being the federal government. Now, there is a solution. Unfortunately, it will just never, ever happen. Let me explain that. This doesn't matter what side of the fence you fall on, but could you imagine if the president said, the government has gotten in the way and has created so much debt for the citizens to the tune of $1.3 trillion in just the past 11 years alone. We have indebted the citizenry. We have inflated the costs because of the money we've made available. And what we've decided to do as a federal government is get out of the business of college funding. We will not be involved at all. Don't lean on us at all. Imagine the political uproar. For one, that president would be heartless, would be out only for the rich. The middle class, the lower class would be doomed to only GEDs and never getting anywhere in life. I mean, seriously, think of the political uproar from that. But here's what would happen in one enrollment cycle. There are two primary state schools where I reside. One of them's 38 grand, one of them's 27 grand. Could you imagine if this actually occurred and if the $27,000 a year school realized, oh my gosh, you mean the government's not going to step in and do $25,000 parent loans or $7,000 loans for the students or whatever? Well, we're going to drop our price. And what if they drop their price to, say, 8 grand? But the $38,000 school refused. What would the citizens do? The kids would apply, they would flood to that $8,000 a year school. They'd flood there because they can't do 38 grand a year. So the $38,000 a year school, just by simple supply and demand, would have to lower their price to compete. It would happen in one enrollment cycle if the government got out of the way. And then guess what would happen for the middle class and for the lower class? It would be more affordable. There'd be more opportunities to get them there, not fewer. So that's the solution. But unfortunately, it will never happen. So because of that, what's the solution to you? Well, the solution for you is to learn exactly what's in the academy in order to navigate through that system, in order to learn how I got that $27,000 a year school for less than $4,000, and my kid was not a star athlete and was not academically some superstar either. It's how the average family we've worked with has saved over $15,000 per year. And I don't normally use the word save. I use reduce. They, on average, reduced the cost by over 15 grand a year. Think about that seriously. It doesn't cost the sticker price that's listed by the schools, and the schools know it because the government's there to provide you the money in order to make that price happen. So learning how to navigate with the school, if they want your kiddo, you will absolutely not pay that price. So here's the deal. I've mentioned to you before the guarantee. I will not take any value from you if I don't provide it. So I assure you, what you pay for access to this academy, it will return many times over. But if it doesn't, all you have to do is reach out to us and we will refund your enrollment fee. That's it. So I ask that you do that now. Dig in and learn and reduce the cost of college for you and your family.